You don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's disrespectful. Let's get into it. Make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up button. And of course, if you are new here, make sure that you subscribe for sports content, sports news, sports streams, and more. I'm going to start this off by going back, right? Because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to Antonio Brown and his decision making. All right. I'm going to go back. I'm not going to talk about everything that he's done, but we got to go over the timeline, just a little bit. 2018, Antonio Brown's benched by the Steelers. Final week of the 2018 season, Brown had mostly just gained notoriety for his productive receiving season for the Steelers. Goes out and catches 100 passes, wash, rinse, and repeat. Leading into week 17, Brown was given a rest day. Then he didn't practice the rest of the week due to what was listed as a knee injury. Brown was then inactive for the Pittsburgh game. Mike Tomlin benched him due to injury and lack of information. That's what was said. But then reports emerged later that Brown had thrown a football at Ben Roethlisberger, which is your quarterback. And then he was mad at Juju Smith-Schuster because he was named team MVP. Work harder. If you want to be the best, be the best. Fast forward. March 7th, 2019, Antonio Brown going to the Bills. I remember this. And I didn't want Antonio Brown here. I didn't want Antonio Brown. I wasn't happy when I heard this story. For one short-lived evening, it looked like Brown would become a Buffalo Bill. Reports emerged that Brown would be traded to Buffalo as a new target for young quarterback Josh Allen. Those rumors were quickly squashed, and Brown himself commented on an Instagram post announcing the deal with fake news. Now, I say this loosely, but I'm assuming that any wide receiver in the league right now, at this moment, would love to be on the Bills. The Bills is a great organization. They have a great set, a great team, a great atmosphere. So I'm assuming any kind of wide receiver would love to be on the Bills right now. And Antonio Brown created this like it was a joke, and to be honest, as a Bills fan, I felt disrespected when it first happened. Fast forward to 2019, you guys know he went to the Raiders. He had a 3-year deal worth $50 million, and $30 million of that contract was guaranteed. So even after the Steelers shenanigans and the little issues that he had, just the stupid stuff on social media, he goes to the Raiders. They give him $50 million. It's crazy. Not to discredit his talent, right? Because that's what makes the money. But even after all the antics, Raiders give him $50 million. Fast forward to August 2019, he has feet trouble. Entered a cryotherapy machine without proper footwear. He then posted a picture of his mangled feet, which I remember this like it was yesterday. And basically says that he arrived to the first Raiders camp with foot issues. And he wasn't able to play. If you remember that, he wasn't able to play because of this specific situation. Then there was the helmet issue. The updated helmet safety standards prevented Brown from wearing the same helmet he had worn his whole career. It took about a whole month before that was resolved. If you remember that story, drop it in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you remember that story and how big of a deal that was. Why that was so much of an issue. Fast forward to September 2019, skipping work and fighting with the GM. Antonio Brown was fined nearly $54,000 for missing team workouts. $54,000. I mean, that's nothing, right? You've already been paid $50 million, so what does it matter? What does it matter, right? Skip pass. Something really important here. September 10th, 2019, Antonio Brown was sued for sexual assault. Brown's former trainer, Brittany Taylor, accused him of raping her in a lawsuit filed on this date in federal court. The lawsuit alleged that Brown sexually assaulted Taylor on 3 different occasions in 2017 and 2018. The NFL launched an investigation into the matter. As of 2020, the lawsuit has not been resolved. Doesn't say that it was throughout. Doesn't say that, it was settled. It has not been resolved. It's still ongoing. Fast forward, he goes to the Patriots. You know that story. He gets released by the Patriots. 2020, Antonio Brown suspended for 8 games. Brown received an 8-game suspension from the NFL. This was not due to the sexual assault allegations, but due to a separate incident in which he violated the NFL's personal conduct policy. The suspension stemmed from Brown's January arrest, connected to the attack of a driver of a moving company truck. The initial Brown charge was felony assault and battery, and in March, charges handed down included burglary of a vehicle, misdemeanor battery, and misdemeanor criminal mischief. This is in 2020. Fast forward to October. Guess what? Tom Brady says, "Hey, Antonio Brown, I need you now. I need you down here. Come stay with me. You know, we'll get you right. We'll get you taken care of. I need you down here. We'll make this happen. Let's go win the Super Bowl." You go sleep on this man's couch. He takes you in, brings you around his family. You guys play together. The rest is history, right? The rest is history. December 2nd, 2021. Antonio Brown suspended for supplying the NFL with a fake vaccination card. Did you forget this story? Right? I hope you didn't forget this story, because this was another big one. More controversy surrounding Antonio Brown. January 2022, which I'd say was probably the biggest event of Antonio Brown's whole career, which just discredits everything that he did. Takes off his jersey after he has a fit in regards to whatever conversation that was had into how his foot was injured. This is just a short timeline. I didn't go through each one because I don't want to waste your time on all the BS. But this is just a short timeline showing you the issues that he's had over the years. So fast forward. There's a video posted of him exposing himself in a pool in Dubai. Completely unacceptable. You're a public figure, right? You're an NFL player. People and kids looked up to you at one point. So let's just expose ourselves in a pool in Dubai. You know, that's an okay thing to do. Completely unacceptable. Obviously, we know that Antonio Brown may have some issues, right? So we're going to make an excuse for that. We're going to make jokes about it. We're going to make memes about it. Ha ha ha, the CTE, right? But has anyone really actually sat back and said, "Hey, you got issues, man. Go spend some of that money and get checked out. Go spend some of that money and seek therapy." It's not all funny. It's not funny every time something like this happens. And I love jokes. I love humor. I love memes. But when you look at the timeline of the issues that Antonio Brown has had, the man clearly needs help. This is not okay. It's not funny. People were hitting me up like, "Yo, Jay, you know, what do you think about the Antonio Brown story? You know, are you going to make a video about it?" And I kind of hesitated. Because in a sense, like, I wanted to make a funny video about it. But we got to start taking this kind of stuff serious. Because after that, what does he do? He posts up a picture that was photoshopped of him and Gisele. This is why this stuff isn't funny, guys. This isn't a joke. You got Tom Brady's wife in this picture, Photoshop hugging Antonio Brown. What is going on? This is not acceptable. This is not a good look. And if I'm Tom Brady, when I see Antonio Brown, I'm not throwing a laptop. I'm throwing these hands. Right? I'm throwing these hands, yo. Man, we have to start really holding people accountable, right? And not just picking and choosing, right? We can't say this person is okay because we figure they may have CTE or that's just who they are. But then hold other people accountable for lesser stuff and cancel them completely. We have to start holding everyone accountable to the standards of who they are. Only then will stuff like this not be acceptable. And I said this on the stream the other night. Tom Brady's tapped in. And if you don't know what that means, you probably need to do some research. Tom Brady's tapped in. And I hate to say it. I really do. It's all speculation, right? All opinion. I don't wish anything on anybody. But I wouldn't be surprised if something happens drastic after this situation. Just saying. I'm just saying. And we can leave it at that. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments about this. Like I said, I wanted to make it a joke video, but this one kind of hit different. It kind of hit different. It was funny, a little bit, right? Just a little bit. But after I see the picture here of him photoshopping himself with Tom's wife, that's when I said, you know what, he really needs help. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's disrespectful. Make sure you guys smash that like button, that thumbs up, guys, and of course subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Week 5 prediction stream video. Peace out.